Let's now talk about the DaemonSet controller. DaemonSet controller is actually a kind of special controller which actually ensures that a copy of specific pod runs on all the nodes in the cluster. Okay, this is the, for example, if you look at the typical cluster architecture of Kubernetes, it will have a master node, then it will have several worker nodes. Each of the worker node will be serving several pods. Okay, several pods are deployed here, several pods are deployed here, several pods are deployed here. So what we want is, let's say we have we have a requirement like every worker node should have a log monitoring server deployed. Okay, that is the requirement we have. In such case, we use the DaemonSet controller. So we configure that pod which has to be deployed in a worker node, and it will make sure that that pod is automatically deployed in every worker node. Okay, for example, let's say we have a log monitoring pod. For example, let's say there is a fluentd is a log monitoring pod, fluentd log monitoring pod. When we configure fluentd to be deployed via DaemonSet controller, then what it will do, first it will deploy pod in all the worker nodes. Okay, fluentd here also, one of the pod of fluentd here also, one of the pod of fluentd it will deploy here also. Okay, let's say tomorrow we are introducing one more worker node. Okay, one more worker node we will bring up tomorrow, one, let's say worker node 4. Then DaemonSet controller automatically deploy a fluentd pod here as well. Okay, so let's say tomorrow for some reason we are removing this node, then from the DaemonSet internal statement, and it will remove this information about this fluentd pod as well. So the main job is simple, that every worker node should have this pod. When we have such kind of requirement, then we need to use the DaemonSet controller.